Zinedine Zidane returns to coaching. Donnarumma leaves PSG. Victor Gyökeres to Chelsea. Guardiola plans a capital rebuild at Manchester City. All of this and more in today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to our roundup of the top football news. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. If you've already subscribed, let's get started. Legendary Zinedine Zidane is reportedly close to a return to coaching. French giants PSG are interested in his services. According to Transfer News Live, the French champions could dismiss Luis Enrique if the team fails to qualify for the Champions League playoffs. PSG currently sits in 25th place in the table, a position that does not qualify for the playoffs, and the Parisians have only 3 games left: an away match against Salzburg, a home match against Manchester City, and a tough match in Germany against Stuttgart, essentially 3 finals. Zidane is the only coach in football history to win the Champions League 3 times in a row, and PSG desperately crave this trophy. The Parisians have a squad of talented players, but they have yet to conquer Europe's top club competition. Perhaps with Zidane, they can finally realize their dream. Do you believe PSG can win the Champions League? Share your thoughts in the comments. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca has shared his thoughts on the team's results. "We're not in a race. I've said it many times. I don't like the pressure. I didn't want to say we're in a race. It's not like that. Arsenal, Manchester City and Liverpool are showing they are superior to us. It's important that we play better with each match, and then we'll see. City lost 3 games in a row, but still sit in 2nd place. Arsenal are in the fight. Liverpool are playing fantastically," Maresca is quoted by the BBC. Here, the Blues head coach is wisely taking the maximum pressure off the young team. Since Maresca is still building the team, it's very important for him that the results don't pressure the players and the team plays freely. "In my opinion, Chelsea have one of the strongest squads in the Premier League, but they lack a goal-scoring striker. In the summer transfer window, the Londoners failed to sign 2 top strikers. Samuel Omarodion was supposed to move to London from Atletico Madrid. The 20-year-old forward even arrived in England to sign a contract, but somehow failed a medical at Chelsea and returned to Madrid, and eventually was sold to Porto, where he is showing pretty good results. And the transfer of Victor Osimhen to the London club fell through in the final hours of the summer transfer window, and eventually the player moved on loan to Turkish Galatasaray. So according to journalists Matt Law and Simon Phillips, Chelsea are considering signing Swedish striker Victor Gyökeres from Sporting in the winter transfer window. I think the Blues have one chance to sign the Swedish forward, and that's the winter transfer window, and it's not about Victor's cost. He will cost the Londoners around €80 million, but about the fact that in the summer, the fight for the forward will include clubs like Manchester United, Barcelona and Manchester City and others. And among all these clubs, the clear favourite looks like Manchester United, which is coached by Ruben Amorim, who helped Gyökeres play at such a level. I remind you that the 25-year-old Swede has already scored 23 goals in all tournaments this season. Therefore, I expect Chelsea to throw all their strength and resources into signing Victor Gyökeres in January. Do you agree with my opinion? Or maybe you have your own thoughts about Gyökeres' future? Write in the comments. I think it would be interesting for everyone to read them. According to L'Equipe, Gianluigi Donnarumma is very unhappy with his situation at PSG and could leave the French club in the near future. According to sources, the relationship between the goalkeeper and head coach Luis Enrique has become critical. The final straw was the Champions League match where PSG played against Bayern Munich, and the 25-year-old Italian goalkeeper spent the entire match on the bench. His place in the PSG goal was taken by Safonov, who, in my opinion, is no better than Donnarumma. The Italian goalkeeper has temporarily suspended negotiations to extend his contract with PSG, despite the fact that the player's contract is valid until 2026. Gigi Donnarumma is a good goalkeeper, and it will not be difficult for him to find a new club, but who will replace him at PSG is an interesting question. Safonov is clearly not a top-level goalkeeper, and why he is playing instead of the Italian goalkeeper is an interesting question. Maybe PSG just wants to sell Donnarumma. What do you think? Pep Guardiola has embarked on a rebuild at Manchester City. People say, "Pep, why is he here?" Why isn't he fired? But what we've done in the last 8 years gives me confidence. People here trust me. The moment I feel I'm not being positive about the club, another coach will come. The club will make a decision. But I wanted the opportunity to try and fix everything. I don't want to run away. I want to rebuild the team in many aspects from now until the end of the season and the next season to try and continue at this level. I have to prove it to myself now. Rodri's injury has exposed all of Manchester City's problems, and 5 consecutive defeats are certainly no coincidence. Everyone now understands that the team needs to be strengthened. Who should play in the center of the field? There are 2 aging players, Gundogan and De Bruyne. Yes, they are quality players, but their peak has passed and they can no longer withstand the insane load. I think the club has delayed replacing De Bruyne. Understand me correctly. I really like him, and he was one of the best midfielders in the world not so long ago, but his body just can't take it anymore. He has spent more time in the team's infirmary than on the field in the last 2 years. Grealish has never really become a true leader of the team, and when he was signed from Aston Villa, huge hopes were placed on him, and City paid £100 million for him. Bernardo Silva may leave the club in the summer of 2025, according to Fichajes. According to the publication, Manchester City is ready to sell the Portuguese midfielder. He is no longer the team leader he was even last season, where he single-handedly won more than one important match. The Portuguese is of interest to clubs from La Liga and Serie A, as well as PSG. The cost of 30-year-old Silva is €70 million, and his contract runs until the summer of 2026, which means that if he is sold, it will only be in this summer transfer window. And it cannot be said that City is not looking for players. The press often reports that the Manchester club is interested in Rodrigo Guayo from Real Madrid, which would be a good addition to the club, but these are just rumours. But as reported by authoritative insider Nicolo Schira, the Etihad hosts wanted to sign the European champion with the Italian national team, Nicolo Barella, but he decided to stay at Inter. Moreover, the midfielder extended his contract with the Milan club until 2029. So now we are waiting for loud transfers from Manchester City. They are simply necessary for them now. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action and have a wonderful day.